just about every room has like a unique setup and strat involved to go as fast as possible. Area 1 is just mainly skill-based. There's not a whole lot that can happen, and not really a whole lot that can go wrong that would lose you over 30 seconds of time. Uh-oh. Okay. The videos went sync. Are synced now. And I'm being told that Flauke has no audio on their stream, so that's okay. Area 1 though, yeah, it's just catching ghosts, doing as fast as possible. We do these little tricks to save some time from not getting scared. And when we catch these ghosts, we try to manipulate the animation of ghosts getting caught so we can save little bits of time. They have a couple of animations that they can do. They can have a wavy animation or a twirl animation. And just depending on how you manipulate that with the control stick, if you do it right, they'll suck into your vacuum faster than a wavy. Yeah. So the doubles are pretty cool to get. We just have the ghosts bunch up together, manipulate their movement, and then stun them together simultaneously. Now that particular double, we go for the ghost in the middle of the room because that actually is the ghost that spawns the next wave of ghosts. Doing a double there, it doesn't really make it faster, it just makes it a bit slower. Alright, so good on Ferro's side, he has not made any big mistakes. And Flauke is going to be going for singles after that miss with the garbage ghost. And when we move on, we're going to be facing against some portrait ghosts. They have unique characteristics, and each one has kind of like their own puzzle to how to beat them. We just want to try and show their hearts so they're vulnerable, and that's how we mainly do it, but the first couple are pretty easy. You just have to not look at them. And just same with every other ghost in the game. You can't look at them in order for them to spawn. In some actual cases, the rule kind of changes where you can actually face them if you're shooting like an element. And they'll still spawn. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, so we got ourselves stuck in this corner here to catch Lydia. Because this room actually lags quite a bit. It has to, like, load 2 different areas at the same time. Alright. I would say he's about, like, 10 seconds, maybe? Alright, here's Chauncey. Chauncey, his fight is pretty scripted, meaning that there's no RNG involved. But if you do make one mistake, then the cycles are kind of different from each other. I only say it's just a little bit different because of the ball shots. They kind of get shot in different placements. So whenever we do this fight, we're going to be taking intentional damage to to help catch... Well, first of all, we're going to be losing money, but that's also intentional too. But we're also going to be moving around just to go through the attack cycles quickly. Get the first ball shot. There we go. We do less than 50 damage to Chauncey, so he doesn't do his extra long cycle. Now, if the runners did not grab a single pearl, they would be eligible to go for low percent in the first area. So that means they can skip having to go through the result screen, and it would save just about a second of time. Oh, that was interesting. Okay, got the second ball shot, and he gets a 5. I think it was a 556 Chauncey. So that was really good. Alright, so Flauke being about 20 seconds behind, I think. But this is Area 1, this is pretty much the beginning of the game. As we move into Area 2, we get to introduce more RNG into the into the mix. Yeah, boos are really RNG dependent. Or I guess the run is really RNG dependent because of the boos. When we're searching for the 40 boos, each one is going to be hiding in pieces of furniture. So the idea is we try to look for them in the fastest way that we can try to find them. We do sometimes rely on the radar, even though it's not the most reliable thing to use. And just hope for the best that you get the boo on the first try, otherwise you have to keep looking for the real one after activating the decoy. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. This is the hallways where we point our flashlights in the areas where the ghosts spawn so that we don't get scared and lose a second. This is one of the cool double setups in which we have one of the grabbers attack us, and then we shrug him off to knock him away to the other guy, and that'll set it up. Oh, that was a little bit of a sketchy double from Flauke, but he ends up getting it. Very nice. So the ballroom, we're going to be seeing if Ferro can get every double in this room. It can be a little bit tricky, so you have to kind of just take your time with it. What ends up happening is if you go too fast, sometimes the Shy Guys on the right side, one of their masks could get sucked off from your vacuum. And first bit of RNG, unfortunately, is not very good for Ferro. He lost 10. He's going to be losing 10 seconds right here. The Whirlindas didn't show their hearts early, so it's kind of a 50-50 chance for them to show their hearts. Unfortunately, Flauke is having some trouble with the doubles, so he's going to be doing singles. So the storage area, or the storage room, I guess, has a trick that we should be renaming it to, like, early poster or something, but you can have your vacuum go through the wall there and suck off the poster from the button. That'll save you around I think 5 seconds. 4 to 5 seconds, yeah. Alright, boo release time. uh, so Pharaoh's 15 seconds behind his PB. Oh man, he needs to step it up. Maybe he can PB this race. Alright, so Egad's telling you about the boos. They're the ones who stole all of his portraits and made this mansion. And he's giving us a boo radar attachment to the Game Boy Horror. So the first room is our first opportunity to go for a tech skip. It's where we can suck off we can catch a boo and suck off the tablecloth right after catching it, and that'll skip having some dialogue from Egad. The first one is always around 8 to 10 seconds long. So we would save just around that much time. Every other bit of text is around 3 to 4 seconds long. And it's also kind of RNG, depending on which one you get. Later on, though, when we get to like Area 3, the texts do get longer because he's giving you more information dialogue about the mansion. And the longest one that he can say, which we want to try to avoid getting, is like Van Gogh text. So yeah, very good RNG by both runners. They both got the text skip. Alright, very good. He didn't have to search around in the ballroom. That boo can sometimes just switch to the left side chairs. Alright, so Pharaoh is going to be grabbing the key to the fortune teller's room. Oh. That's a first. But, yeah, we go there to, talk to her about, Mario's whereabouts, because we're looking for Mario. Mario's gone missing in the game. But, in this room, the grabbers are invisible, so casually we would use the mirrors to figure out where they are, so we can stun them with the flashlight. But if you know where their spawn locations are, you don't really need to worry about that. And so, during this room, we go for these double setups by getting grabbed again. Okay, so not the best RNG. I think he has to check the portrait. Yeah. So when we catch this ghost, we're going to be trying to grab the medallion with it. There we go. So he could save, quit, and then go back and load back into the mansion without having to do that fire puzzle in the mirror room. So all we have to do now is just grab fire in the hallway, light up the candles in Clairvoyant's room to get the key, to the laundry room. And then we'll get Mr. Shivers, I believe is his name. Mr. Shivers has a cycle that he just goes into the hallway, you know, moving back and forth in there. Alright, very nice. And I think Flauke also gets the medallion to save warp. Nice. Alright, some of the runners are gonna be yeah, sometimes the runners will pull up their Game Boy Horror to escape getting scared. Save. I don't know, just a fraction of time. Now there's a trick that he could have gone for where... Oh, I think he did go for it. I don't know. Well, anyway, there was a trick that he could have gone for where he could have grabbed the hat while the chest was spawning, and if he times it right, he can skip having to watch the animation of the chest spawning. But I don't think he went for it, so when he comes back in this room, he's gonna have to rewatch the camera, zoom in on the chest, so he needs to open it, but he doesn't really have to open it because in this category, money is not really a factor in completing this game, or rather, completing this run. Oh. Alright, some funny business going on in that room, but it's all good. Alright, so Pharaoh might be trying to do another tech skip, but it's really kind of hard to do, because you need the right angle, and you also need to just slightly remove the towel from the rack. It's not very easy at all to set up. I only know a few runners that can pull it off somewhat consistently. Alright, so having to spend a little bit more time on Flauke's end because he didn't finish clearing the laundry room before Mr. Shivers came in. Also having trouble opening this chest. So yeah, I guess we're just gonna be oh, that's not good. Going for singles. And meanwhile, Melody played the Mario Brothers 3 theme. And because this is on Japanese, we don't necessarily need to know which... or because this is Japanese, the order of the answers are not different. Mario Bros. 3 theme is answer number 3 for that question, and the water theme is answer 1. So even though they're in Japanese, we could still figure out based on which song it is, which answer it's going to be. And I did kind of forget to mention that we're on Japanese because it's found to be faster than English by about 30 seconds, 45 seconds. But one of the main reasons we can save time is because of that mouse hole warp allows us to skip having to talk to the professor after catching the boo. Alright, very good RNG from Pharaoh's end. He got the boo. The boo switched into the oven right there. Or I guess it's a dishwasher, yeah. Yeah, he switched into the dishwasher there. I wonder if anybody played the LM remake and found that Mario's hat was hiding in the dishwasher. I know that's kind of a spoiler, but that's just one of the few changes in Hidden Mansion. Oh yeah, we're also playing on Hidden Mansion. Anyway, yeah, Hidden Mansion in this game lets you have a stronger vacuum. So you could suck up ghosts 1.5 times faster. This doesn't really impact the damage on boos at all, I don't think. Oh man, so Bogmire, Area 2 boss is quite a trick to have control over. So we try to do a one cycle, which means we can catch him after the first cycle phase of attacks. So he's gonna just grab his shadow clone, shoot it at him to make him vulnerable, and then if he has good control here, which I just kind of jinxed it there, well, yeah, he can very easily break off. He's like a bull playing tug of war. Oh man. Yeah, whenever you don't seem to have, like, if you can't seem to keep up with the appropriate angle, he'll just be dragging you all over the place. Anyway, Flauke on his side, he's going to be having Spooky the dog charge at him 3 times, and on the third attack, he'll intentionally get hit to spawn Mr. Bones quickly. And if Spooky was in the ideal position of where the bone lands, he can instantly show his heart, and then we can catch him with our vacuum. Yeah, this double setup is a little bit RNG because it's kind of based on your position where you're standing. So if you kind of just stand to the left side of the Mr. Bones in the middle, then the Mr. Bones on the right should move towards the second Mr. Bones should move towards the first one to get a double setup. So here we go in Area 3. It's gonna get a bit harder because the boos are gonna have more HP. Some of them will have anywhere between 80 and 100. Well, with this trick that we have, it's not actually too much of a problem to deal with. We just really want to try... Ooh, nice. Flout getting a one cycle. Excuse me. What was I saying? Right, Area 3 though is the boos. We don't have to worry too much because of this trick where we can we call R pumping. It's where we have the vacuum. We hold both R and left the shoulder buttons together, and then we kind of just pump the R button every 10 HP of damage. And the most damage, and we tried to do as much damage as we can to these ghosts without it, you know, in one cycle before they escape. Some boos later on will have 300 HP, which obviously that's not even possible to do in a one cycle, so we just get them in 2 cycles, but we can do damage anywhere roughly from 150 and more as the maximum. It just depends on how well you do your R pumps, because we tried to do it every 10 HP, and then we R pump to stun lock him in place and do 10 more damage. And the boo can cackle up to like 15 times before it automatically starts running away. It's kind of like it's a timer of how much health you can drain, I guess. It's kind of really bizarre explaining the boos in this game. But yeah, we tried to get the boo to cackle 15 times to do like about 150 damage. And then after the 15th one, that's when he starts to run away from you. But anyway, so yeah, when we're fighting the boos, we have to try to maintain control over them so that they don't run away and run away into like a different room or into the hallways and have to chase them down. It's not so bad in this area, but in Area 4, it just happens all the time. Okay, so alright, we got good RNG in Nana's room. Some of the places that he could be hiding is in the... I think it's a sewing machine on the left side corner. He could hide in that table in the middle, or he can hide in the 2 other furniture to the right. Oh jeez, he's getting cooked in that hallway. Well, fortunately, Japanese does not deal that much damage, whereas if you were on English, I think you would be getting dealt twice the amount of damage. Alright. So yeah, doing some more setups here to get doubles and triples if they're going to be doing that. Yeah, this room has like at least 3 different setups of completing this last wave. So he went for a triple. He actually set fire to the grabber ghost, and then put the Shy Guys all together to get a triple. Man. Alright, so... Ah, Miss Petunia! She broke off. Yeah, she's kind of like Bogmire in a way. You have to have really good control with your angles, so that way you can keep control of her without and do some more damage. Mode shot, here we go. He lines it up, and it's good. Yeah, missing the moon shot like that will lose you about 10 seconds, I think. So Miss Petunia, if she actually breaks off of you, you can actually just shoot the ice of where she broke off, and she'll still be right there. All right, very good RNG from Flauke. Some boos in this game are programmed to attack you if you're not facing them. So in some cases, we want to purposely get attacked so we can, you know, set them up better for a one cycle. However, they won't do that unless if they're too high too high up in the air. So they kind of just want to be about head level with you, if that makes sense. Ah, dang. Alright, projector room, another room with some grabbers that go invisible. But he gets the really nice triple right there. Alright, very nice. Yeah, it's an example right there where he purposely gets hit. So he lures the boo to get closer to him. Alright, so Slim Bake Shot, he's an optional ghost, just like Mr. Lugs was in Area 2, so we don't need to get him. Portrait ghosts, we don't really go for all of them, just the ones that are important, that like are necessary for progressing the game. Most of the optional rooms in this game will spawn a chest with money in it. In other cases, like in the twins room, they spawn a chest that has Mario's hidden item. Oh no, Flauke. Missing that ball shot. Alright, gets a second try. So twins is a bit RNG where we try to find them in a game of hide and seek. And depending on if the box shakes or not will determine if they're hiding in there. So we use our vacuum to search for them. And they say like, oh, you're cheating. So interestingly, these twins are actually referenced to a couple of people in history. Like, you notice that the boy in the car is named Henry. It's a reference to Henry Ford. And the kid in the plane is named Orville. Like, referencing Orville Wright, one of the Wright brothers of the inventors of the airplane. Didn't read that quite correctly, but he still gets it first try. Inventor of popcorn. Alright. So yeah, there's bits of information dialogue that EGAD will give you just randomly. But in this room, we do our next text skip setup. Dubbed the easiest text skip in the game. I guess next to mouse hole, next to the mouse hole warp. So yeah, unfortunately, I cannot switch game audios because Flauke's isn't working right. But we're gonna be talking to Clairvoyant right now. Yeah, which is a minute and a half of just straight up button mashing. Otherwise dubbed as Carpal Tunnel the game. Also, he's trying to set fire to her so she can get on with it or something. Not very good for RNG from Flauke, because he's hiding in the boo was hiding in the lamp there. Yeah, you also want to try avoiding the boo from double cackling, which means he's too far away from your vacuum. Or he's like too high up for you to deal like consistent damage or something, but yeah. It's just unfortunately not something you have control over if he decides to move too high above you. So we do have some other tricks to counter that, so in some cases we'll try and drag a boo around the room, so that way we can try and get more damage in per R pump. And R pumping just basically means you're stun locking them. And you could stun lock them for 10 HP before he starts moving again. Alright, very nice. Well, that was strange. I think I just saw the airplane just, like, teleport to the bedroom, or to the bed bunk. Well, here we go, walking up to the safari room with ice. You don't ever want to forget that. Cue the flashback of my race. No, but anyway. Alright, so we need ice to fight off these blue blaze ghosts. And there's a cool trick where we can actually shoot the element on their spawn location, and it'll get rid of the water element. And with the garbage can ghosts, we can actually push them without taking damage to set up for doubles or triples in some cases. Okay. I don't know if I explained this or not, but ice can actually freeze the boos in place for a few seconds. No, this is the no out of bounds category. I guess also dubbed any percent no out of bounds. So this is not on 100% where we collect every boo, every portrait ghost, and every and 100 million in money. No, we just need to beat the game by collecting 40 out of the 50 boos, and then get the boss key for King Boo. Well, let's see. Bulosis, the whole mechanic is that he has 15 boos, and you need to pop Bulosis to separate the boos. And then once you do that, you're gonna be trying to freeze them all, and that's how you win. Yeah, he just got a 1 cycle right there. It's when it's after you grab the ice from the statue on the right. You want to lure them to the left side by going in a straight line, and that should hopefully line them all, at least most of them, all up to get them freezed. So that was a really good 1 cycle from Pharaoh. So really, I mean, there's not really too much of like mistakes that have happened yet that I can really talk about. Oh man, so oh geez, this boo is going all over the place. But yep, he got him. But in Area 4, things could definitely change. I mean, like, things are not going to be like a cake ride like it has been. A lot of mistakes could be made, and a lot of unfortunate things that just some things you don't have control over that ends up making you lose a bunch of time. That is Area 4 in a nutshell. Uh-oh. Flauke getting hit by Dora Dora the Exploder. But it's actually called a spark. Alright. Oh man. I'm obviously not... Oh jeez. We'll talk about it in the interview. But, let's see. So... this is where we start off Area 4 by, initiating the blackout sequence. We're going to unlock this room, but not before we go through this state in the mansion where the lights are out. There's more ghosts that spawn, and we've switched controls to sidestep mode so we can navigate through the mansion more easily without getting scared. And you know, that'll save us some time. You know, because we can do this to prevent us getting scared. And when we make our way here, we're going to be saying hello to Grimly, who is RNG. And looks like he's not being very nice right now. Oh geez. 10 seconds. 12. 13. 14. 16. Was that 16 or 15? That was just an awful Grimly right there. Yeah, Grimly has a timer that's like infinite in a way. So he can show it like instantly before you even entered the wardrobe room. And then he can randomly decide to show his heart, you know, whenever he wants. So he took like 15 seconds there at least to show it. Alright, so here's the breaker room. Now if Ferros decides to go for this boo, he'll either save like 10 seconds or just lose time. So he's opting not to go for it, which is, I don't blame him. Oh. Does he get it? No. Alright, so that double right there. It's a little bit risky because the ghosts are kind of like on a timer if they don't have any sort of like interaction with you for a little while, then they'll just disappear, and that means you have to get them to respawn again. Alright, so Flauke is determined to get the world record for longest grimly spawn, because now let's see, I think if someone told me that the record was like 52 seconds or something like that. That has been at least known to some people. I think in a tournament one time, I think GC got a 30... It was like a mid 30-second Grimly, and then somebody else got like a 48-second. I don't know if that was during a tournament or just during a speedrun, but yeah. But like I said, his timer is infinite, so he could like show his heart after waiting 2 minutes of time. But that's like super rare to ever happen, so yeah. Okay, so we're gonna be passing through some optional rooms in the 3rd floor. This room is not optional because we need to get to the roof, so we're gonna be playing these musical birdhouses and clockwork soldiers. So I think Pharaoh's gonna be trying to go for a... Okay, he's going for singles here. Which is honestly a very smart thing to do. It's honestly a really good place for him to be in that corner so he can do a lot of damage. It also helps because the portrait ghosts will get stuck there. Alright. Alright, so the strat here is to burn all of the shy guys. Burn them to hell! And then we spawn the flash ghosts. Put them out with their fire. Phil Swift. Pharaoh, you need to pick up the key. Oh, man. Oh, nice. You got a stumble skip right there. Stumble skip is kind of a weird thing. So, also Flauke just got Instagram right there, so saving some time right there, but yeah. Stumble skip I kind of don't really understand the concept of how that works, but I don't know, sometimes you're able to fall off from that chimney and continue walking without, you know, taking a second. Oh, jeez. Okay. Still recovers the double right there. Alright, so RNG hopefully is not going to, oh, dang. Hopefully it's not going to switch. Okay. So this is dubbed like the laggiest room in the game because of all of the models that are just in this one room. But he gets the one cycle, so he's able to save warp, save and quit, load back into the game, and that'll just take him back to the foyer. Dun 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 dun. Alright, going back into the basement. We're only going to be doing a couple of things, is getting the key out of pipe room and grabbing, and then clearing the cold storage room. I mean, this room is technically optional, but we can still clear it just without, we can still grab the key without clearing it. We just need to go up to this valve and turn off the water. This was just a cursed run all around for these runners. So yeah, we can just leave that room. Going into cold storage, you'll notice that the entire floor is on ice. So I mean, this whole room is basically on ice, but the floor is very slippery. So we have to try to deal with that while catching Sir Weston and the Boo. Oh, that was really nice. That was really nice. Weston got stuck right there, so he's able to keep control of him and do a lot of damage. Alright, get the box and get the Boo. Yeah, if this Boo double cackles like once, you have to like try and deal as much damage as you possibly can before he escapes, or manipulate his movement by dragging him around. Ooh, Flauke. Getting shot with those, getting shot from those, piston guns. They have a name for it, I just can't think of it right now. Alright, he's going for the double, and he gets it. Some interesting backup strats whenever things go wrong. There's always something that you can do to kind of like improvise and save just little bits of time. Alright, so I guess Flauke is going to be grouping up the Shy Guys together so he can suck up all their masks, and I think one of them got away. No, he got them all. Nice. Now he just needs that other Flash Ghost to spawn. Well, anyway, here we go with Van Gore. Exactly, for style points. So, Van Gore is going to be spawning a wave of ghosts in groups of 3s. And they're... Each one is the different types of ghosts that are the common ghosts in the game. The grabbers in this case are pretty hard to, yeah, group up like that, so he took his time luring them up together more. Yeah, some strats you can take a more aggressive approach or take your time just by going for something more safe. And if we have fire there, we can just put them out because they don't have any health. Alright. Flauke is actually going for a slightly different setup here with the triple. But he gets it, I think. Yep. He gets it. Alright, so good RNG from Pharaoh's end, so what he's gonna do now is try to do as much damage as he can within like the 15 R pumps. Ooh. But that's okay. He got him around 150 HP, so he's able to get another. He's able to do another cycle of damage. Now, if he gets the 2 cycle here, he can just go and leave, but... And he gets it. Nice. Oh man, Flauke, the boo. That boo went right into the hallway, so that means he's either gonna have to chase him into the clockwork room or back into the... Okay. To be honest, that was honestly probably the best... the right way for him to go. Alright. So he's gonna be save warping. And Pharaoh, depending on when he talks to King Boo, we can kind of determine what sort of time his run will get. But he's definitely 59 pace, so it looks like it'll be a 59:34. Flauke will be doing his time in the basement to grab the boo in cold storage. And Pharaoh, his run is just about over. So, the fastest way to beat King Boo is to get him in 2 cycles. But, you know, a lot of things can go wrong where he'll just prevent you from getting that 2 cycle, so that's when the next best thing we can do is get him in 3 cycles. The first cycle, we're gonna shoot his head off and then do around 250 damage to King Boo. Oh. He needs to start our pumping quickly. There we go. Nice. 233. That's really good for a first cycle. Alright, second cycle. He's getting too high up. He might... Oh, nope. He's got him in control. He's won. And he's got a 59:33. Okay. Alright, so Pharaoh's the winner. The invite hopefully has been sent. Yeah, freaking Weston. Alright, so there's no audio on Flauke's end, so this stream is gonna be silent from here. GG to Ferro though. Congratulations on the win. Alright, if this Boo escapes, he's gonna be entering the pipe room, I'm pretty sure. Oh, nice. Alright, so his position kind of manipulated the Boo to go to the right side. Okay, so yeah, sub-hour, not bad. So Flauke's gonna be finishing up in the next few minutes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Alright, can't wait to see how his Van Gore plays out. If I knew the lines to Van Gore, I would play them out in the best accent I could ever provide for you. Alright, so yeah. He's choosing to play it safe here so he can group up the ghosts together like that. And yeah. That's just kind of what happens when the grabber is too close to you. Shy Guys, you just want to pull up your vacuum out as soon as they spawn, and also face in their direction. Facing their... that's kind of a interesting position to be in. But he still gets it, so that's all that matters. Oh, yeah, I can actually see that. You could also compare him to Neville in the first area. Hey, Jimbo! Alright, so, good RNG from Flauke. Alright, so he might be, yeah. He's too high up like that, so he's gonna double cackle, and that just shortens up the damage that you can do. It's kind of like, think of it as like a timer. So he's gonna go for, I think this is gonna be 3 cycle, definitely. And the nice thing about it is that this Boo is not programmed to, oh, well, it'd be nice if he was actually in the room and not in a wall. But this Boo is actually programmed to not go anywhere else except, you know, back in this room. I think they call it like they're wall locked or something. Nigel Thornberry and Jimmy Neutron's dead in the same game. And then if you really want to be a meme, you could say that Uncle Grimly is Uncle Franker Z. Well, here we go, finishing up. Flauke. He could get a 108 for his run and his end time. Rank G for the mansion. Nice. Oh yeah, and Lydia's Jimmy Neutron's mom. Jeez, they're all related, and they're like all related too. So, Flauke, I'm really hoping that the best for him is going to be a 3-cycle, but if it's a 2-cycle, that would be amazing. But we'll see what happens. Unfortunately, there's no audio, so this is just kind of a bit awkward. Doing some swag strats, getting the ball shot. You might want to be careful though, because that if you aim the ball shot too accurately or something, and I say that because there's a chance where it just explodes and it doesn't knock off the head. He apparently has like an invisible wall, kind of like in the front face of his head. And yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a weird place. But so he gets a really good first cycle. Now he just needs to start arm pumping before he gets away. Ah, 26 damage. 26 health, I mean. Oh man. So he could still get a 108. It would have been like a 108, 20, or 19, I guess. And he is done. Alright, so if both runners want to come in for an interview, other than that, I will just end it off with you guys going follow the runners.
What's up?
Hey.
Hello.
So, oh, hey,
Yeah.
Ferro.
Oh, hi.
I thought you were Flauke for a second because he was just about to join in. Here we go.
Hello.
So, both runners are here.
Yes, hello.
Hey.
So, GG to you, Ferro.
Yeah, that was really, really bad Area 3, and then somehow I pulled it around in Area 4.
Yeah, not bad at all.
I literally forgot what to do in a hidden room, and then you could see it was like a huge mess. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
I literally, I actually forgot what to do. I'm like, what do I do on the second chest? Well, what I usually do is I tap and then hold R so a bat hits me. But instead, I tried to go for like a scare skip or something, and then I'm like, wait, I don't do this. So then I clicked R, and the ghosts went fucking everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just like way too confusing at times to do all that in the correct
Yeah, I
like button order.
I'm honestly surprised that I got a sub 1 since I haven't played in like a month and a half.
Well, dang.
Yeah, it was like pretty random. It just kind of showed me how bad my PB is, because that area 2 and 3 was so bad.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
if you consider that to be what was it, a 59 like your average, around your average,
yeah, it was around an average run.
that's still pretty good though, I'd say.
Yeah, it was pretty good. What about you, Flock? How did you think of your run?
Was not good. It was really bad. After I think I missed half of the doubles in area 1. So after that, I just said, you know what? I'm just gonna go for a lot of like really weird meme strats.
Like
I was gonna do
Boston Burn?
360 moonshot. I was planning on doing doubles on twins, but I messed that up. I went for doubles on toy soldiers. I
Yeah.
went for the
It's pretty crazy. I was thinking like, oh, should I go for Breaker Boo? But then I'm like, I kind of want to get a sub 1.
yeah.
Before I
really
started,
weird.
before I started this race, I like turned on my computer, and then it didn't detect my capture card. So I'm like, okay, I'll just restart my computer. And then all of a sudden, it wasn't responding to literally anything, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm not gonna be able to do this race. Like I was clicking, and it wouldn't respond to anything. And it took me like 5.5 minutes to get it to restart with the software. Because if you like restart it with the button, it can make it worse if it's already corrupted.
Ew, yeah.
Damn.
But somehow it saved it.
Oh, nice.
I just
Okay.
got home from the dentist 5 minutes before the run started.
Oh, dang.
Is your mouth numb?
No, it's not. It was just a general clean.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
like that was great.
I've been going to the dentist like every day this week. So like, oh yeah, these fillings that you've had since 2015, we need to redo them. Let's go.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it was just like I just
We're
looked at
all-
my calendar and I'm like, oh wow, look at that! I have a dentist appointment.
I'm surprised you made it. I was just
Oh.
about to get into the shower, and then I looked at the time and I'm like, wait, am I forgetting something? And at this point it was like 11:50, right? And I turn on the shower and then I'm like, wait, do I have a race?
Oh my god.
You speed run while taking a shower?
Yeah, I was literally seconds from getting into the shower. Like the shower was all warmed up and everything.
Oh, man.
I mean,
Oh,
if you
man.
did, I would have gotten a buy, so that would have been fun.
HD would have been so triggered. HD's already
Oh.
mad at me for
Yeah.
procrastinating.
Nah, but
Well-
it's okay.
Well, now we can actually finally finish losers round 3.
It's
and move
okay.
on- and move on to round 4 with you and Hef.
Oh, I'm
Half-Lex.
wait, I thought I was facing Fire Dragon.
No, you're facing Heflex.
Oh dang.
I thought Fi would have beat Heflex, but Heflex, my man, pulling through.
Whoa. He didn't. Wait, Fi didn't forfeit. He legit won.
Did he forfeit? Probably forfeited. I didn't even see the match.
I think he forfeited.
Damn.
He did forfeit, yeah.
I
Yeah,
thought he
yeah.
would have tried to pull through because he's been playing so much Luigi's Mansion recently.
I'll play
Yeah.
Halflex. And then if I beat Halflex, then I'll be
You'll
playing
beat
against Skazi.
Skazi.
If I beat Skazi, I deserve money.
Yes, you do. If you beat Skazi, genuinely, I'll give you $50.
Oh, okay. I'm down with
Bets
that.
are on.
I mean,
I
I,
just need to check my bank account.
I called in sick to work today because my throat is like Satan right now. That's why I was gonna get in the shower. I woke up like hazy and my throat hurt, and I'm like, I'm getting in the shower right now.
Yeah, I gotta go to work in like 2 hours.
Yeah, I had work at 4 today, but I was like, I can't go in.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyways,
Well,
this is unrelated to our
this is
runs.
unrelated
This
as
is unrelated. This is
what are
just
we
general banter.
Yes.
But we're gonna just close it off there. I want you guys can go follow the runners.
Oh yeah,
do
thanks
streams.
to whoever's followed me, because now I'm at 300 followers.
Yeah, they do speedruns.
I do occasionally. I've been on a hiatus.
And
I only do speedruns.
I'm Mr. Afferman 20. I'll probably be catching you guys on Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern with a rematch with Death Johnson against Mac S54.
Oh dang, yeah.
Apparently, because like if anybody doesn't know what the story behind that was, the first time we raced, we thought Death had won, but he noticed some weird things were going on Mac's side that he wanted to re-examine the footage. He synced both of the game feeds together, and it turns out that Mac won by like a little less than half a second.
Wow.
So they decided we'll just redo the match.
Yeah, they're doing. It's gonna be a pretty interesting match.
That'll be a
Check it
hype
out.
match for sure.
It's gonna be pretty hype.
Yeah, and then another match is with Blue Hits and Audio Lando at 11 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, tomorrow?
Yeah, on Thursday as well. Yeah.
Oh dang, and that's my day off, which is lucky because I'm sick today.
All right.
All right. Well, thanks for having me. Thanks for waiting so long because my work
no
schedule is
problem.
terrible.
Thank you to Luigi's Mansion admins for being patient, as well as the speedrunner or SpeedGaming.
SpeedGaming, yeah.
Yeah, like they added us to the call yesterday. Like, oh, you ready to go? And we're like, oh, it's canceled.
Yeah, I feel so bad. But GG Farrah, that was a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
GG. Yeah, thanks
GG
for coming
to
by.
both of you. So
All right, have a great
Yeah.
day, guys.
have a
See
good
ya.
day. Have a good one, everybody. And,
Later.
We'll see you guys next time.
Bye bye. Oh, it kicked him out immediately.